Hello, and welcome to the Wellness Creator Podcast. In this episode, we are going to be discussing 9 ways that you can make more money this fall in your online wellness business.
Yes, I think it's something we've been discussing, like what else can we do? Like what are some more creative ways that we can make money, increase our sales versus just offering the same old over and over again. So we've got, I think, a pretty good, interesting list here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the first one is probably on the top of any list like this, and that is to diversify your income. Now, you and I both, like, as we were debating this topic and discussing what was going to go into this episode, I know many of our longtime coaching clients are going to be like, what? You always tell us to make and sell one thing. But we've always had the caveat that if you're not making enough money in your business or you're brand new, that we really encourage you, in addition to building your one scalable offer, to do something like one-on-one coaching or consulting or teaching, private lessons, something that you know you can immediately make decent money at right away.
Right. It does not mean to go, if let's say you've got a monthly membership, we're not saying go make a $400 20-part course, anything gigantic, and we're going to give you some examples of how to diversify. But what we are saying is if you are looking for more money, maybe just take a look at these other little things that you could add. One of the things that we did was we created the, oh my God, what was it called? The Wellness Creator Marketing Assistant, which is just prompts for AI. And that thing just sells. It just sits on our website. We've got it linked into a million places, and it's $27, and $27 comes in, $27. So it's those kind of things that aren't going to take a lot of your marketing time long term.
And I do want to say, because you said, I thought you were going to say something else, and I want to go ahead and say it.
Sure.
Does not mean if you have a membership, an online membership, to make a second membership. That is almost never a good idea. We've seen maybe 1-2 clients over the course of a decade plus who have been able to successfully do that. And even in those instances, like, they could get away with it, it still probably would have been better for them not to do it. So I just want to say, do not, under any circumstances, make a second membership. We are not telling you that. We are not giving you our blessing to do that. The end.
Yes. The end. Yes. Okay. Let's give them some examples. So really, think about your existing clients. They are already in your network. They already know who you are. They probably already get your newsletter. So what is it that you could create for them? What are they asking about? What are they needing? What do you see? If you get frustrated with the questions, that's not the point. That's not the question they should be asking. Maybe that's something that you could create, bundle, and sell. It's always easier, as I think we've said and many other people say a million times, is that it's always easier to sell to somebody in your existing network than try to go get a new client. It's very expensive to go get a new client, whether that's time or money. It takes a lot of resources for new. So if you need money, take a look at your existing audience. What could you sell them?
Yeah, especially if you want or need money quickly. I think you always kind of want to have a long-term strategy in the back of your mind as well in your business. And that often means getting new people in top of funnel. But yeah, I mean, in every business, I would say, like, it's in wellness businesses, in tech and software. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, expansion revenue, which is making more money from your existing clients or students, is really kind of the bread and butter of all of our business models. I'm sure there are exceptions, but, like, really that's how you make more money in your existing business. And for lots of you who are brick and mortar business owners, you know that in addition to teaching weekly classes, you add something like a teacher training or an advanced workshop series or something like that. You already know to do that in your offline world. So I just really want you to think about how to mirror that same thing online.
So examples, Jenny, could be like offering one-on-one coaching, right?
Yeah. Yes.
That's one we've mentioned a lot before, is if you need money now, offer a one-on-one program. The other thing is to bundle. And again, we do this a lot with our software, an annual plan plus a course. Bundle that, make a deal, and send that out to the list. But could you do something like a number of classes plus a one-on-one consult? Like,
Yeah.
what are your current assets that you have? What are the current classes? What are the current courses? What are your PDF, ebooks? What are all the things you have? I like to keep a list of everything that we have, like literally every asset. So when I'm doing the newsletter, or when we're looking at, like, let's do an August sale, we can look at what we haven't offered or mentioned and like combine, bundle, and sell.
Yeah. And another option, now going back to those of you with membership, is to create a VIP tier.
Tier.
And this is something that we've coached so many people on over the years, because it's such an easy win or easy add-on. If you already have like a really successful kind of self-study online course or group program, or a membership, like just add something that has more time with you individually, one-on-one. It's a great way to sort of unlock that expansion revenue. And you get like you give your raving fans, like the students who are absolutely obsessed with you, a way to go deeper and get to work with you more closely. And so it's really a gift also to those clients or students that are just waiting for you to unlock that opportunity for them.
Yeah. And I'm sure in some listeners' minds are like, but I don't really know what they want. Then ask them. It's a fantastic excuse or reason, not an excuse, a reason to go in, just another touch point. Like, hey, I'm thinking about all of you, wondering what you're struggling with. If you could have anything from me right now, what would it be? Like, what do you need right now? Like, how can I help? And you might get, a handful of people respond, but you might get like such good response.
Yeah.
Really ideas that you think are like so obvious that you didn't even think to make them.
Yeah. And like the bonus here, the long-term thinking bonus is like, if you do some of this one-on-one work, you survey or have conversations, sleuth, for lack of a better word, with your audience, and you end up doing some of this work one-on-one, that is the perfect launch pad then to make another scalable offering in the future. So I just think like this, like think about how every hour you spend working in your business can multiply for you in the future, like can create dividends in terms of passive income and things like that in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. The third point is to create micro offers, so small, tiny offers, which the AI marketing assistant example that I gave would be our version of a micro offer. What could be 10 or 15 or 20, $30, somewhere in there, that you maybe already have, like a really popular meditation audio. You could sell that. Or do you have an ebook from years ago that could take a light edit or an update? Do you have a series of videos that people just loved, or on a specific topic? Could you repurpose those into a little, $37 offer or something?
Yeah. And if you have an online course, then breaking apart your course modules and your course assets and selling them individually is an easy thing to do. That's becoming really popular in kind of the online course creator space right now. So, I mean, that is also like 5 minutes. I mean, maybe a little longer. You've got to make some like the marketing around it, but with like, I would use AI to help you. But like you already have made the thing. Like, why not put it up?
Yeah.
Like send an email out, post one post on Instagram and see if anyone wants it.
Yeah. Really low risk for your clients, because it's such a small amount of money, and then low risk for you. Like, it's probably not going to take a lot of time, and hopefully you can make some money. And then again, it's like one more asset that you created that if it works, you can bring it out, 6 months from now or next summer or whatever. Like you can reuse it.
And
That's
use
what
it
I
as a
love about
bonus, like when you're having your next launch, like assuming it's not something from within the product that you're launching. Like let's say you are making a new $27 guide to, XYZ, then that's a new thing you can add when you have your Black Friday sale in November.
Yeah.
As a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Number 4 is add affiliate income.
Yeah, I mean, this is like influencer status here, but I think this has gotten so easy because of the growth of influencer marketing, like pretty much every brand has a way for you to sign up to become an ambassador or an affiliate at this point. Like regardless, like your vibration plate, like your coffee maker, your whatever it is that you're using. And if it's not something that's kind of a name brand, just use an Amazon affiliate link. You can just sign up for that program. And then there's all the sort of like special, wonderful influencer marketing affiliate platforms like to Know It and those ones too.
Mhm.
And so I just think that because of how prevalent these links are now in these programs, like everyone is basically a micro influencer, every
Mhm.
one of us. And so you might as well get the kickback for what you're talking about
Yeah.
and promoting and loving.
I want to add to that Kit. I know a lot of our clients use Kit as their email service provider. They've just added an app called Data Dino, and it is an affiliate, an Amazon affiliate app. So if you do get an affiliate link, it's just a little code that you get through Amazon when you sign up. I just set it up for us. It's super easy to do. And then in your newsletters or in your emails, you can just have a little, widget in your emails that will link to Amazon products that you recommend. And then you will get I don't know what the percentage is, but something, but it's better than nothing. And if people are always asking you like, hey, whatever do you use? You might as well just give it to them. People, I think it's so prevalent right now that are like, even when you watch a video about, I don't know, something, and then people are like, what sweater is that? Where did you get that? Where do you get your glasses from?
Sequitur.
Right? Like it's so not what the point of the video is. And then people are like, I know you're going to ask, my glasses are from whatever, and I don't think it's rude or overbearing. I think it's really like, again, I guess you said a gift to the client to be like, here, you're going to ask, here it is. This is the mat I use. This is the protein powder I use, whatever it is, and you can just have like a little, permanent thing inside your newsletter to promote what you recommend or what you love. Even books, like you could do a whole email on just the books you're loving this summer and all affiliate links, right? And I think people would really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I just will also say like you don't have to stick to just like your profession, like if you're a yoga teacher or a personal trainer or whatever. Like you can put your necklaces, put your glasses, put your clothes, like just anything that you're loving that is like featured at all in any of your content, just include it, because it's like you're kind of the whole person showing up, right? And people are curious about like, what nail polish are you using? Like, I mean, I don't know how many YouTube channels I watch where like the person is just wearing nail polish, like they're talking about whatever they're talking about, nothing, they're not beauty influencers. And like I feel like every single video where someone is wearing nail polish, regardless of the type of channel, there's always the question is like, what nail polish is that? So just freaking tell people and like get the kickback.
Yeah, no, I think that's a super easy one. It's not going to be like thousands of dollars, but it's something. And the more you have it set up, that this little trickle of money is really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is you could think about, we're recording this in August. So you could think about paid fall challenges.
Yeah.
So planning something for the fall where you do a 5-day reset or whatever, and just charge a small amount of money for it. Probably I would say it doesn't have to be a small amount, but like $50, $100, whatever. Yeah. And just do a paid little challenge, and it's a great way to get your new audience, new eyes, re-engage old existing audience, a little bit of revenue, and then you can always pitch them or sell them into a higher, like your membership course or whatever you're selling.
Yep, I agree. And I mean, we used to teach challenges. We used to run a program called the Challenge Funnel Blueprint, and we would always teach people to do free challenges and then launch into their signature kind of paid offering. And even in this case with a paid challenge, I would, like as you said, Sandy, I would highly encourage you to still pitch your bigger program, whether it's a membership or a course or a coaching package or whatever.
Yeah. Because, and then if it feels weird to like charge them, you could just give them the credit for whatever they paid towards whatever they're buying into if you wanted, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I
good
think
idea.
I think it's a really good way. I think people are when we were teaching that program, I think people are way too focused on the immediate challenge, which fair
Mhm.
enough, you want to make it good, you want to make it worth everyone's time, but they put very little into like what's next because
Yes.
these people are excited and they've just worked with you and are in a community and they love it and they're like, "Oh, this is great." And it's so nice to just say, "Okay, if you want more of this, come on into my membership."
Mhm.
So just think about that because I think that's really smart business is just to make an offer at the end. Just a couple hours, plan it out, get ready to pitch. It sounds so terrible. I think get ready to pitch. Just invite them into your other offers that will, make them longer term clients.
Sandy, I want to just like do a little bonus one here because there are a few people I've followed doing challenges on YouTube recently, and I think our audience might be interested to hear this. So there are quite a few, and especially in the wellness world, like quite a few people who kind of just do challenges as their YouTube content, right? Like they're doing it on themselves. It's like free, and then creating free content, but they are often at the end of their own challenge, like 75 hard or whatever, pitching people into their paid YouTube membership or
Mm,
into another
yeah.
membership to like do the challenge, with a group, do the same challenge that I just did. So I also think there's so many ways that you can
Hmm.
make challenges work for you in creative ways. And like that's a really
Yeah.
cool way to do it because you build such an audience. Like you get all
Right.
these eyes on your business that you wouldn't if you're just doing it to your email list or your Instagram following or
Right.
something.
Yeah. No, I love that. Okay, next one is your newsletter. Your newsletter. It's super important. If you have left it or could have fallen away, we highly encourage you to get back to that weekly or biweekly pace. Weekly is always more ideal. And just start talking to your existing audience. Remind them that you are there. Drop
Yeah.
in your affiliate links. Give them tips. Give them ideas. Mention a program that's ongoing.
Mhm.
There's and then as we've said so often that with AI, there's no shortage of ideas. Like just use AI to give you some of the ideas of what is current, what is trending, what is seasonal, what is happening.
Mhm.
It's very easy to put content together now.
Yeah. And we also wanted to just throw out the idea too, like another way to get some cash in your pocket is to offer a paid tier on a newsletter. Now, this is really for those of you that um, like to write and like to create free content. I don't think this is the best fit for everyone because if your newsletter is mostly kind of transactional, where you're just sharing where you're going to be teaching or what you're doing or when your
Right.
next event is or, whatever, then that having a paid option is probably not like very realistic. But if you are someone that like sort of journals publicly or you really are creating content, microblogging through your email newsletter or something like that, then I would consider offering a paid tier at this stage just to test it out and
Hmm.
see because I think people with the growth of Substack and Beehive, like people are kind of used to being pitched
Yeah.
a very inexpensive, affordable version of a paid newsletter. And it's not because they're getting so much extra, it's because they want to support the creator, right?
Right.
And so, like, give your audience a chance to kick you a little money.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. Okay, that was 8. So we're now 9. So that is networking. And I know people just roll their eyes. I don't know how to make small talk. It's super uncomfortable. But I think that if we talk about the offline space, that there's a lot of opportunity. I
Mhm.
swear since COVID, people are just like wanting to meet face to face, meet for coffee, meet in a room, literally network, get to know other business types. So check out what's happening in your neighborhood, in your community. What kind of networking groups are there? Test it out. People are always looking for speakers too, like content for
Mhm.
speakers. So if there's a place that you can, like I don't know, a CrossFit gym or something that you can be like, hey, do you want me to come in and do an evening? They're always looking for that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So think about businesses that sort of dovetail nicely with yours or who have the same kind of clients, but you're teaching or talking about something entirely different. There's so much opportunity there. And I think we get lazy behind the
Mhm.
screen and we Yeah, it takes effort. Absolutely, it
Mhm.
takes effort, but it
Mhm.
can be like in the old days, that's all we had was
Mhm.
networking. Like we had to go out and shake hands and talk to people.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
just revisit that because I think there's a lot of value and a lot of potential there.
Mhm. Yeah, and I mean, if you don't even know where to start, I think going on platforms like Facebook and looking at Facebook neighborhood groups and seeing what events people are doing,
Or
um,
meetup.
going on, yeah, meetup.com, Eventbrite. And like, even if you just commit to going as an attendee, like once a month or even once a quarter to a new kind of group
Yeah.
gathering just to suss it out. Like, not everything is going to be a good fit, but you probably will meet some people. And I think now the world is completely opened up. Like you said, there's kind of limitless opportunities unless you live in a super rural area. And then in that case, like commit to once a month going to an online networking event.
Hmm.
Like just sort of like let that be part of your marketing engine because you also don't know like what those relationships will ultimately lead to. Like
Right. You
you
don't
could
know who
have
you're going to meet.
yeah, a pretty magical experience
Yeah,
from it. Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, and then the last point is exploring corporate wellness contacts, which I mentioned a little bit in the networking section. But like, think about the bigger corporations that are in your neighborhood who maybe want lunch and learns, lunchtime yoga. They are responsible for keeping their employees healthy. And so they're always looking to connect with people like all of you. So think about that, different workshops that you could offer. Who do you know? And you can just cold call these people. They're always looking for content.
Mhm.
Not content, but I mean speakers. They're looking for
Yeah.
something for their employees.
Yeah. And if you're doing that for free, then think about bringing little cards where you're giving a discount that expires within a week or 2 weeks of that event, of that date, to give out to people, like
Yeah.
with to join your membership or your signature offering
Yeah.
or to do one-on-one work with you or whatever. Like people, I think we often judge, we think we know who's going to be a good fit for us or where we're going to find our best clients or who has money, who can afford us and who can't. We don't know. You don't
Right.
really know.
No.
So just like you need to keep putting it out there to the world, to the universe, to the people you come in contact with, asking for what you want,
Yeah.
and then that's the only way this works.
Yep.
That's the way business grows.
Absolutely. Okay, and then Jenny, do you want to just run down like if people like I need money now, what are of all the things that we mentioned, what are the fastest things that they could do?
Yeah, so like expansion revenue with existing clients is the fastest and the easiest. And if it is sort of like an emergency situation, I know the economy is kind of crazy right now. Some people are doing really well and some people are not. And so, depending on where you fall in that spectrum and how lucky you are in this moment, if you are like, I need something right now, I would reach out to existing clients. I would not even do that as a group email or I mean, maybe I would also do that in a social post, but I would send private DMs, personalized emails to your best clients, to the clients that know you the best, and say, I'm taking on 6 people in the next 6 weeks, and here's the opportunity. And like, I think we'd be a great fit. I would make it extremely heartfelt and extremely personalized.
Hmm.
So that's the first and easiest way for you to make, I think, a significant amount of quick money in your business.
But I would also send an email. I would do that
Yeah.
plus an email to the entire list just because you just don't know who's
Yes,
not talking
sure,
to you.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yes. And then the other thing that I think is also really easy is if you have those existing assets already in a course, in a membership, like because you did free challenges all during the pandemic, whatever it is, like those digital assets, flipping those into kind of like mini products, like one at a time, that's pretty fast. Like you could take an afternoon, go to a coffee shop and sort of like get that all set up. And you can start by you don't even have to have a sales page or anything. Like you can just create the product link and send it out to your list. If it seems like there's interest, then take the time to like write some more professional sales copy. Affiliate income, that takes like, it's kind of a pain in the butt for administratively to set up for a couple hours probably to go find all the links of all the things that you love and apply to people's affiliate programs. But like you just do that really once, like once you create an affiliate situation relationship to Amazon or to like to know it or whatever, then you're in the system and then you're just literally going and grabbing those links to items that you love and use. So moving forward, it's one of those things that's like a little bit of upfront work, and there might be a little waiting period to get accepted as an affiliate. But I would just go like say, okay, I'm going to take an afternoon and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like sign up for all these different affiliate programs. Those are like probably the fastest. And then I think something like a fall challenge, or even like the paid newsletter thing for those of you for whom it is a good fit. Like if you're already, for example, sending out a Substack newsletter, like adding a paid, just like toggle the paid tier feature on, and like write a few sentences about it.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I think that's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are all some like little hustles to help you make some money heading into fall. And I think also just like we should be thinking about also Black Friday and going into January, which is the busiest time for most of our businesses. Like between November and the end of January is really like the heart and soul of the wellness world. So like really starting to, I think there's been this like, oh, it's spring and summer and things are calm, and a lot of people see dips during this time of year, but like you're now getting into hustle mode, going into like really what is the busiest season of the year for your business. So it's just starting to think in that mindset.
Yeah. It comes fast.
Yeah.
All right. Amazing. Thanks, Jenny.
All right. Thank you, Cindy. We'll see you all next time.
Bye.